students, a magical school that is totally safe all the time.
Ooh.
Mr. Bryson, no flying into Great Hall.
Don't worry, I can control this broom perfectly fine. Hi, I'm Bryson. I was obsessed with I used to watch the show, my parents got me the little wooden toys of the trains, and my dad even made me a train table to play with them on. Thomas, look out! There's a child on the tracks! Oh no, his brakes are broken! He can't stop! They are now dead. Thomas is tormented by his actions and turns himself in to the train authorities. Thomas is charged with 1 count of accidental manslaughter and will face 10 years in train prison. Honey, I think Bryson overheard you watching Forensic Files again. I loved Thomas so much that my parents even took me to meet Thomas in real life. See? There he is. Not creepy at all. I love making a crash scene with my trains, and I accidentally crashed them a bit too hard, and Thomas got a little bit of his paint chipped off. And this bothered me. He was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course. A while later, my parents realized that the toilet was clogged. My parents called a plumber, and after hours of trying, the plumber angrily said, "Ugh, there's nothing I can do. I've never encountered a toilet I can't unclog. You're gonna need to buy a new toilet." So they let the plumber smash the toilet open to see what had clogged it. It was a big wad of toilet paper, and at the center was my Thomas train. So we got a new toilet, and I got a new Thomas. Imagine being a plumber and having your perfect record broken by none other than Thomas the Tank Engine. So obviously, I flushed it again. Bryson! Fortunately, my dad managed to fish that one out, and he said to my mom, "Maybe you should get him a toy that he can't flush. Also, do you think we should spank him?" Yes. In fact, this one kid, Josh, and his family were super into Harry Potter as well, so much so that the mom made it a rule that you couldn't point a wand at someone and say the killing curse. You do know that magic isn't real, right? Yeah, they were a weird family. They were also all redheads, just like the Weasleys. So that was the first red flag. That one is actually true in my case. I'm still gonna beat you up, though. I understand. Look, I'm feeling generous today, so I'm gonna give you a pass. But know this. If you ever cross me again, I will end you. Understood? Understood. Thank you. Also, one time on the trampoline, Josh got gum in my hair, and I never forgave him for that. Avada Kedavra! Oh shoot, magic is real. He's just tired. I also loved it when my parents would let me get Harry Potter Legos, because then I got to build the magical world I loved so much. I liked being able to build cool stuff. Lego build Legos? Grow up! Legos are toys! I warned you.
It's a highly sophisticated interlocking brick system.
The box for this one said ages 8 to 14.
That's a suggestion.
Anyway, back to Harry Potter. Oh, I know just what to do with you. Hufflepuff!
Why are you crying?
Not gonna. I was also sad when I turned 11 and didn't receive a Hogwarts acceptance letter. Turns out Hogwarts isn't real. It's a hard pill that you just gotta swallow. The reality shifting community is still struggling with that one. Actually, Bryson, reality shifting is real. This TikTok told me so, and you can project your consciousness to other realities and... Nope, not real. Moving on. Harry Potter will always hold a special place in my heart, because it inspired me to be a creative and imaginative. Magic of all is love. I love you. The power, it's too much! See? Look how powerful my love is. He's fine, by the way. He's just tired. Actually, that gives me an idea. Hey, Voldemort!
You dare utter my name, you filthy mudblood?
I love you! Date, Harry. Wait, I mean Harry Potter isn't real. Ha ha ha! Anyways, they made an entire theme park of Harry Potter, and it's freaking awesome and magical and next obsession. Animals. I used to love catching frogs and then racing them against each other. If my friend had a pet, I would insist on holding it and petting it. In fact, my discovery of YouTube was just me watching videos of hamsters for hours on end and begging my parents to let me get one. And eventually, they finally caved and got me one. The day I got him, me and my family were watching the Bee Movie. So I named my hamster Barry. Short for Barry B. Benson, of course. But then I decided to introduce Barry to my dog Duke, without consulting my parents. Rest in peace, Duke. Duke slowly sat down, gave him a sniff, and very gingerly murdered Barry right in front of me. The next morning, Mom took me to the pet store and got me another one. I named him Oreo, and he lived a long, happy, natural hamster life of 2 years. They don't live that long. Also, one time I was at a friend's house and he had 2 little twin brothers. They were given 2 pet guinea pigs the day before, but they had already died because the boys were convinced that guinea pigs could fly. So they took them on the trampoline and tested their theory. Rest in peace. Anyway, at that time I also had a pet guinea pig named Link, and the boys with tears in their eyes asked, "Our guinea pigs died. Can we have your guinea pig?" And that was when I learned the valuable lesson of how to say no to people. I've mentioned that my parents keep chickens in the backyard, and one of them is named Ham. Well, Ham is actually Ham 2. Rest in peace, Ham 1. My sister's dog got her. On a more positive note, meet my new son. His name is Bo, and he's a dog. How can a dog be my son? He's adopted. Duh. He is cute, and I love him, and you should love him too. Him and our family dog Dixie are friends, but Dixie is getting pretty old, so he's so cute. Bo is 2 years old and a thief. He steals stuff off the counter all the time, and he chews on stuff he's not supposed to chew, but I'm working on training him the best I can. For one time, I had to go to the store, so I left Bo home in his crate. He had been doing good in the crate the last few times I left him in there, so I thought we were gonna be okay. But this time was different. Instead of accepting his fate like usual, he spent all his energy trying to get out of the crate by biting it from the inside. And in doing so, he broke one of his bottom teeth. I was so sad. Bo was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course. Compliments on him all the time. Hey, that's a good-looking dog. Sick 'em! That was a joke. He's a duck and a parrot and a lizard and another dog. I mean, I moved out of my parents' house so I can do whatever I want, but I gotta hold back so that my home doesn't become a zoo. And I'm also still obsessed with Harry Potter. I've got a little baby man. Ha ha, Stubble Bryson. Now it's my turn.